Hello everybody, it's Mike Levin here in Isham Park at the tippy top of Manhattan, and the water main work is mostly done here, and they're starting to pull down the fences that they had going. I'm out walking the dog on this rainy morning, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2014, and Linux Beta 3 is finished and released. It's not announced yet, but I've got a blog post up on Flying Point Digital's blog site to talk about it, or else it will be up today as it's approved. Everything in the beta is done as far as functionality. There's some areas of messaging that I'd still like to smooth out, like the learn more screens while you're in Linux, and the page that you reach when you hit localhost 8080, which still gives a VI tutorial. I think I might modernize it. I'm pretty pumped about using remark.js for slideshows on the web, or strapdown.js for Word-like documentation that uses Markdown. And I'm not holding up the beta based on that, because that kind of documentation tweaking could go on forever. Functionally, everything's there. I broke out the Vim installer into a separate file called drinkme.sh, which in accordance to my Matrix / Alice in Wonderland theme, I'm relying on people to discover. It's the only file I made executable, so with Tiny Core Linux it will show as green when you log in and do an ls. I have a login message prompting people to do that, and all kinds of nice little flourishes to entice people into Core. And again, you know, I know some people follow me for just listening, but my work is now in a form that everyone can download and use. So if you go to mikelev.in/ux, and in the very near future, levinux.com or pipulate.com, both of which I own and am turning into support websites for the respective projects, you too can download Linux, unarchive the zip onto your desktop, go in there and double click the launch script that corresponds to your operating system, and Linux, a tiny virtual machine that requires no install or no admin rights, will pop up on your desktop. And then when you go to the web browser, you can visit localhost 8080 for some documentation about the Linux platform and how to log in through an SSH terminal shell. Or you can go to localhost 8888 and start using Pipulate. I certainly need the support documentation to teach people how to do Pipulate, and so I'm going to start with videos. I'll be bringing my Mac into the office today. I won't have a work from home Friday again this week because I'll be home with the family. I get off this Friday. So I'm going to try and produce some of the videos at the office today at Flying Point Digital. It's a long time my Linux videos got a freshening up, especially now that it's on Beta 3 and things look different, from the logo on startup to the menus to the Vim install. But those have been some of my more popular videos. I'll be happy to update them. Maybe I'll optimize them a little bit different on some different keywords in YouTube and pick up some different traffic. But anyone who's seeking Core, anyone who feels like there's something missing in their tech life and has some time this holiday vacation, it would be the perfect opportunity to expose yourself to something that isn't a heavyweight desktop environment, something that isn't Windows or OS X or even Ubuntu, but is the lightweight core stuff that lurks underneath, which is just under the surface, which is under the hood of virtually every piece of digital electronics today that has some sort of processor or brain. Now, there are things that have merely microcontrollers in them and no computer per se, but more and more things have tiny general purpose computers built in, you know, from cars to helicopters to refrigerators. There's no end to it, and that's a big thrust of what I'm trying to teach here, because most people who take up tech and programming in particular have a desktop-centric or possibly a mobile-centric lean to their approach. And I'm saying a core lean is a supplement, a healthy supplement to any technology education diet, because there's a lot more machines that work with embedded computers than there are dedicated computers per se. And that's even when you include cell phones. And if that's not true today, it's certainly going to be true within the next 5 years as the Internet of Things and IPv6 takes over the world and everything becomes a little web server, or at least has an embedded general processor. Learn to program that stuff, and Levinix is a great way to start. I predict that 2015 will be the year of core technology education. So thanks for joining me. Hope to talk to you soon. And don't forget to visit Levinix.com and Pipulate.com to see those sites as they come together. Thanks.